Hi guys, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So we're in the middle of putting oats into the ground for field 38, field 39. As you can see, we've started playing around with the guidance steering or GPS. Fantastic mod by Wopster. I've not really played with it too much, so it's still taking me a little bit to get used to it. But anyway, catch up from where we were yesterday. Yesterday we sold off our eggs and our honey, as you will remember, to get a little bit of money back into the farm. We couldn't decide what we were going to put into the field today, but we've gone with oats because they come around for harvest a little bit quicker than what the rest of the crops do. And we sort of want that cash income. So the plan of attack is the wheat will pretty much all get sold off bar, say 10-15,000 litres. We'll throw that into the silo for chicken food. We've fed the chickens already this morning. I don't think that has gone into another growth stage. Then again, it may have. If it has, we'll definitely get some fertiliser on it by the end of the day. And we're going to want to roll this once we are finished seeding it. Let's come across here a little bit, probably about there somewhere. So yeah, once we're finished seeding here, we'll roll this. We'll put the roller onto the Fendt. That way we leave the stayer free for the fertilizer spreader. We want to use that because it's got the narrows. We don't want to risk destroying some of our crop. And what else can we do? What else can I say? As you can see, a little bit further up there, that field is still white. I'm not sure if that's actually lime, but we did have a little bit of snow last night. It was accumulated on the ground this morning. For the most part, it looks like it has all vanished. So we'll continue on. We'll get the rest of this field spread, or sowed, sorry. We may look at getting the stayer onto the fertilizer spreader before this field's finished. Not too sure. We'll work that out as we go. I reckon we'll just plod along and keep going with what we've got going at the moment. Let's just straighten that up so as we get the full field in there. So I did actually think that I'd already started recording this episode before I got into this field. So we did run around, like I said, we put food in the chickens, we had a look, we discussed apparently with myself about what we were going to put into the field, and yeah, we came up with oats because we want that income. So yeah, we'll put some into flour. We'll put probably half to 3/4 of it into the grain mill for flour. The rest of it can get sold off. Same goes with the wheat, although we only want to put about 10,000 litres of wheat into the silo for the chicken food. We don't need too much. We've only got a small chicken farm at the moment. So we don't need, 100,000 litres of wheat to feed 60 chickens, especially when they're only consuming about 400 litres a day. So probably, let's say about 600 to 700 litres between the two pens or enclosures. As for what else we've got going on, like I said, we've got to fertilise the new field 42. 40 and 41 are all good now. That's 100% ready, waiting for harvest. This one's going to need weeding within the next day or two, which will be the next month or two. So we'll get that done with the manual weeder. We're not going to spray weeds off if we can get to them without using herbicide. Other than that, as far as I know, there is a couple of different sowing contracts. So we may end up taking on one of those. But anyway, we'll get this done. And we'll see you guys once the music stops. So we're on to the last run now. Sort of hoping that we've covered it all. It looks like we should have. Judging by those lines, I don't think we're missing any. I reckon we're good. I reckon that's going to be 100% coverage. So what we'll do, we'll fill this back up with seed, we'll fill it back up with fertilizer, we'll get it put away. We do have the roller connected to the stayer, so I reckon we'll probably do that with the tractor it's connected to, rather than pulling it off and putting it onto the Fendt and going through all the trouble. So we can turn that, we can get it folded back up. But if we come into the menu, so yeah, we've got 4 different sowing contracts now. The cotton will definitely use their equipment for, but I reckon the sunflowers, the cotton in that field, so yeah, I reckon these 3 will use our equipment, and field 19 will get that done with the borrowed equipment. So today's going to be a bit of a contract kind of day by the looks of it. We'll get as many of them done as we can anyway. Like, we're not going to push ourselves. We'll just do one at a time, work from the most profitable back. Oh, swung that way too hard. Okay, so it turns out we can't get them from in there anyway. So what we'll do... Oh, we'll run into traffic. No, that was not the intention. We'll try and bring this guy in through the side, which sort of works out well because it needs a wash anyway. Okay, so we got there in the end. But what would have been beneficial would have been to have just grabbed that stuff out of the way and potentially brought them out with the front loader. Something we do need on the farm is a telehandler. So we'll have to keep an eye out on the used machinery market for one of those. They don't seem to come up that often. But let's get you off of there and we'll get you put on. Now, what do you need in the way of seeds? No, you're full. So, we'll leave you for now. Or do we accept that contract? Because that's the sunflower one anyway, so that's what we're already set for. Field 33. Just across the road. Create job. Field work. You going? Nope, you're just costing me money. Okay, let's try that again. Create job, field work. Okay, now it's going. Did you just intentionally drive over that? You clown. You gonna do this? No. Okay, you go about your business doing that. We're gonna jump into this guy. Raise that up. And we are gonna do some field rolling. Once we've got the rolling done, we'll do some spraying on the field down the back, the new field that we've just acquired. Try and get these fields as ready as we can. As profitable as we can. Oh, didn't quite go wide enough for that, did we? Oh, yes. Probably help if we accept the contract. So let's try that again. Getting it done. Perfect. That's all we need him to do. Now, can we see a difference in texture here? It is a bit lighter. It's going to be hard though. So what we might actually do is swap out here. We'll let a worker do this one. Because he's gonna do that a bit better than we would. We will have to come back down and do this edge, I reckon, if we worry about it. But we will take over from this guy. Now if we bring this back on, change this to field 33 sunflower seeding. Auto width, it is a 6 meter tool, so that's good for us. Change that to 4 meters. And we need to work out how to bring that line over to where we are now. So if we actually come back in and go set A, driver bits into the field, set B, that's not what we wanted it to be. Field 33 sowing 6 meter. And worker B's got himself blocked by something, which is awesome. So if we now turn that on, and now we're cooking with gas. Filled right there in the middle of the screen in front of us. I dare say that's going to be the optimal field for us to eventually buy to do our productions. So there is quite a few productions that aren't on the map, the main one being our oil mill that we want. Yep, like I said, caught on that. So we need some flat land in order to place buildings down. Oh, you didn't even finish there, dude. This is the same issue we had over in the other field. Okay, let's put a headland down. So if you guys remember, he wasn't going the whole way on the main field that we've got going the wheat's in already, and we now have essentially a 3/4 rolled field. So there's going to be parts of it that are more productive than the rest. But yeah, that's definitely gone to a new growth state. The other one should have as well. So once he's finished rolling this, and what we'll do is we'll come down here and put a headland down, because I can guarantee he's missing spots down here as well. Actually, while we're on our way past that, we may as well get that section rolled. because I think he missed about a foot, or pretty much one of those roller widths on the outside was missed joyously. And yeah, looking at that, he hasn't come all the way down to here either. So if we swing in about now, and we let him go at that. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Okay guys, we'll get back into a time lapse here and we'll see you guys once somebody's finished. Okay guys, so we've done this. I just wanted to experience some new equipment. We've used ours quite a bit already with the Fendt 1050. So what we've got a John Deere 8RT, so it's the 8310 or 8310. And we've got the Vadestad, the Tempo L. So I do believe that's a 12 meter. Easiest way to find. Oh, it does have GPS. So if we put that on, bring that up. Yeah, 12 meter. But we're not going to use that. We'll do a couple of runs with this and we'll hand it back over to a worker and we'll continue on with our machinery. I just want to see what it's like. It's always fun to use new toys. And this thing is absolutely pulling this like a dream. We have slowed down a little bit. We are going uphill, so that's to be expected. It is only the 8310. So it is only a 300 horsepower tractor. So it's less horsepower than what we've got in the Fendt. But it does have better traction. Pounds per square inch, there's a lot more of that tractor on the ground than what we have in the Fendt, so I reckon the Fendt would be struggling to pull this up here as well. Just traction wise. Now it's quite amusing that we do have diff locks on this tractor. We won't use them because that's just completely unrealistic. And for those of you wondering, yes, these things actually do spin around like that in real life as well. I have had the pleasure of playing around with these John Deere track machines. I love them. Although there is something sort of sketchy about doing 40k an hour down a dirt road, knowing that if you sneeze and accidentally yank on that wheel, that thing's going to go around in a heartbeat and potentially end up not with the correct part of the tractor on the ground. But other than that, they are great machines to drive. I love them. But enough about that. We'll go back down, probably head back along, and we'll hand this off to a worker. Okay, so almost perfect timing. I was just going to continue the time lapse through us jumping back into the Fendt, but by the looks of that, old mate and the stayer is finished with our rolling, so we might leave the Fendt continue on with a worker for now. And what we'll do is jump into the stayer and put the fertilizer spreader on the back of it and get that new field, or field 42, spread with some fertilizer. Now this guy's probably going to miss a bit up here, isn't he? Depending on how straight I was going. But oh, did you work back the other way? You clown. Okay, so where did I start with you? Right there. Oh, you actually need some more seeds. This does fold up, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Shouldn't be driving around on the roads with it like that. So we'll run this guy up to the shop, we'll get that filled back up with some more seeds, and we'll go at it again with a worker. By the time well and truly by the time we get back down there, old mate should have finished with that rolling. Unless he's re-rolling sections that he's already been over. So like I said, we'll grab him and we will do our fertilizer spraying, or spreading. That's far enough back. I like how you see that bag sort of fall back in as it gets skinnier and skinnier due to us taking the seed out of it. Okay, so we've got old mate back onto the sunflowers over in field 33. The other hired worker up on field 19, that was not the right button, is gonna need some seed pretty soon. So what we'll do, we'll grab our trusty trailer, we'll head to the store, and we'll go and deliver some seed. We'll just pretty much do a seed run around for these guys. We can get onto that fertilizing tomorrow in the next episode. We've still got another 2 or 3 months before we have to worry about harvest, so we've got a little while to get that second application on that.
I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic. You were the best I ever had, but every second you was
Okay, so that gets him underway again. What we'll do... How far did he make it through that contract? 41%. So what we'll do is we'll go and drop a couple of bags down over here, and the rest we will run. No, we don't really want to. Okay, we'll take the whole trailer back down. We'll get old mate filled up on field 33, and then we'll bring this back up here again. We don't want to take bags off the trailer and leave them up here, because then they'll just sit up here for ages until we get around to bringing them back again. Oh, he's getting low. Don't think that's going to make it all the way back to the end. Then again, I have been proven wrong before when I've said things like that. So if he does make it back to the end, we'll shut him down, turn him around. Well, we'll let him turn around, then we'll shut him down and get some seed in the back of it. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, once again, we'll get this guy back up, because you know that other machine does not have enough to get the job done. That one will now finish that contract for us. I've taken a wrong turn here. Whereabouts am I? I was meant to go down past that elevator, and instead I've turned up somewhere out here. So let's just figure out where out here exactly is. Okay, so we're down below the spinnery. We want to be up here. Okay, so if we follow that road around, we'll be good. But while we're up here, sorry, mouse again. Yeah, if we follow this road, so we'll come back down around there. While we're up here, we might just have a look in these two buildings.
Struggling, reminiscing about our good times, the good days, but good wasn't the only perspective of all the days that we had. We lost it. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise.
Jump in it and see if that'll shoot us off. Oh, no way. Of course there's one hidden in there. Trap crop? Trap crop? Trap crop. Game cartridge. 11 more to go. Well, that's certainly helped out. The old $50,000 bonus. We'll definitely take that. But, as you will have noticed, the work is empty. And that trailer's on the move. Glad we didn't try and pick this one. Okay, we'll get him filled up, get him on his way again. Actually, while we're doing that... Oh, you're finished anyway. I was just about to stop him. But that field's 100% complete, so what we'll do... collect. Got a fertilising contract there. Field 37 with cotton and 47 with cotton. I don't actually think we need to do any more contracts. I reckon we could for now. Thanks to finding that collectible, I don't think we need to stress ourselves out with doing even more contracts. We especially don't really want to run into seeders with tractors and trailers and so on. Start the engine, fill it up. And he can disappear again. Alright, so how far through is he? Yeah, 20%, so he should finish that with about somewhere between 40 and 50% seed left. So we are going to take this back to our farm. What we'll do is we'll get this guy to take that home. Is he? Yep, he's going to. Normally they told me that the target cannot be reached. So anyway, we'll get out of this field. Head around the outside of the map just for something to do. View some new areas. I can't imagine we're going to be up here again anytime soon. So, just for giggles, I highly doubt we're going to find another collectible just because we're going to the edge of the map. But we'll go and have a look around this house. So we've got the stayer back to the farmyard. We did stop off at the shop and buy another 4 big bags of fertilizer. We'll get that emptied off of the trailer as well as all that seed. We'll get all that tidied up. We'll do that off camera. So on our way back, old mate actually completed the Field 19 contract and he's now finished. So if we end that contract, we're going to get reimbursed $425 for the seed. There's not enough for us to worry about trying to bring it back, so we'll go ahead, we'll collect that. And we're now at a decent spot to be. So what we're going to do in the next episode, like, we'll rest overnight now. It's already 4:45 in the afternoon. We'll rest overnight. We'll put a second dose of fertilizer onto field 32, and if that jumps up a growth stage overnight, which I'm assuming it will, being oats, we'll throw a fertilized state fertilizer onto that as well for another fertilized state. That should have at least one state of fertilizer on it. No, it's fully fertilized, so we won't worry about it, because that all happened when we mulched in the cultivated in the oilseed radish. So that's perfect. We are all good apart from a fertilized state on this. These will all get... Why does that say needs rolling? Oh well, we'll leave that. These will all get mulched once we are finished with these crops, and we will get these fields to 100% of absolutely everything they need on the next season, so the next planting. Just out of curiosity, for us to buy across the road, we are looking at $276,000. I would like to buy that field. That'd be a good one to own. But anyway, guys, I'm happy with what we've got done today. Just quickly, before we jump out, 450 horsepower, 14.3 meters. What do we have? 5 meters. 63,000. Is it worth it? What is our Fendt? 430. We'd have to upgrade that. Let's shut you down. Turn your beacon off. This needs repair anyway, so let's go and see. I think it's like 50,000 for us to upgrade to the next power stage, which is obviously more money than we have. Drop that there. Okay guys, we'll see you up at the shop. Once we check this out, we'll end the episode. Fix me up. Okay, so we've actually got another... that's what I was going to do. How much is it to take that up to... So that's 476, that gets us there. 38,000 gets us to 517. Do we upgrade our cultivator and just spend all of our money, take out a loan that we can repay back slowly? So how much have we got? So we're going to get 12 back from that. Probably a little bit more if we bring it up. That's going to cost us 63. Do we just take out a $30,000 loan? Because that'll pay for our engine upgrade. Purchase that and sell our cultivator off. I'm umming and ahhing about this a little bit too much. Turns out we're biting the bullet. Okay, so what did I say we want? 30,000. Oh, I'm glad we went 35. No, because we still don't have enough. Okay, so we've got a $40,000 loan. And we're potentially going to need to upgrade the size of that weight sometime soon as well. But anyway, guys, let's have a quick look around. There is the new toy. That's actually going to need repairs. 32%. We'll leave it how it is. Wait until it's fully damaged. So, off screen, what we're going to do is get that back to the yard, get the other one up here, get that sold off, and we'll also get that trailer emptied. Okay guys, thanks for joining in. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I've had a bit of fun playing around. Finding that collectible was pretty good. If you have, don't forget, or if you haven't, sorry, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell for any future upcoming episodes. And don't forget to share it amongst your friends. Thank you very much for joining in, guys, and we'll see you next time.